Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to Sim Racing Bible. Phil here. Hope you're doing well. Here we are back in RaceRoom today. We're going to be doing some more of the ranked races on an online service, something we haven't done for a little while. So we thought we'd do some more racing and just put ourselves to the test against the best that RaceRoom have to offer. So we're going to jump in and just do whatever races we fancy and whatever we can jump into at the time. But this week's schedule is quite varied. There's lots going on, so we could be in for some fun action this evening. So let's dive in, and we'll have a look and see what options we have available to us. Get myself in here as well. There we go. All right, let's just go back here a second. Okay. Can we get the actual schedule up on here? I don't think it's going to show it on there. I did it before, so let's have a look. There we go, that's what we're after. Right, so we have the standard rookie servers, which rotate the same pretty much every week. We have the BMW M235i, we have the NSU TTS, the Audi TT Cup and the Tartus F4, which all rotate around the starter pack tracks. So undoubtedly there'll be something there that we can jump into, which could be fun. And then we have the official series, which includes GT4 at this week Hockenheim GP, could be a good combination. Formula 3 at Monza, again, could be reasonably fun. GT3 at Sachsenring, again, yeah, need to learn Sachsenring better to be quicker, I think, but yeah, it's still a good circuit. WTCR at Red Bull Ring, obviously, as you saw from the intro picture and the thumbnail, there's a potential option for us there. DTM 13 to 16 cars at Brands GP. Could be fun. And then we got the feature races, so there's a few more feature races this week, and we've got the M235 at random tracks and the F4 at random tracks, so yeah, see what happens with that. So we have DTM 92 at Mid-Ohio, it's a 22-minute race, that one's a little bit longer. The KTM Crossbow at Zandvoort, WTCC from Most, and GTR2 from Imola, which are much longer races, but yeah, plenty to sink our teeth into, and we'll see what we can join as we go. Joe, good evening. How are you? Good to have you with us. Hope you're doing well. So let's go see what we can find straight off the bat. So we have our ranked box checked at the top there. So what have we got? We got a full-looking server, M235s at Zandvoort, NSU at Brands Indy. What else can we jump into? Tartus at Portimao. DTM, okay, so there's only a handful of people on those ones, but I reckon, as a nice little warm-up, I reckon we take the NSU out for a drive. Just to kind of loosen the arms and just get ourselves sorted, because you don't want to go too mad too soon. Right, let's choose ourselves a car here. Let's go drive a different one. We haven't... Oh, it's switching servers. Oh, we can't jump into it. Missed out. Yeah, it's the end of practice. That's a shame. Anyway, let's have a look at another one then. There's 2 minutes left of that. The full looking grid. We'll go with the BMWs to get ourselves in then. One of the rookie servers. Not to take too long choosing a car this time. I'll remember that one. And this time we can load in. So here we go. BMWs at Zandvoort. Pull the sleeves up, get ready for some racing action, so we get serious. So I haven't done ranked racing on RaceRoom for a little while on stream, but it's always good fun to jump into some of these races and just kind of have a bit of a battle and see how we get on. As usual, we'll probably end up doing something and choosing a car which isn't maybe the quickest one, but one we want to drive, so that's how it usually works out for us. Here we go. So big grid going on here around Zandvoort in the BMW. Plenty of drivers in the session. There's only 1 minute 35. Is this fixed setup? Let's check that. Yes, it is. So don't have to worry with anything on that. But let's just let's go ahead and give it a go. Actually fire up the car. There we go. Helps. Okay, make sure we don't ruin anyone's lap into turn 1. A couple of cars coming down here. And we're clear. Zandvoort's a great little circuit, and probably quite nicely suited to these little BMWs. Into the first of the cambered hairpins as we head out onto the roller coaster-esque straight section-ish. It's flat out through here, so no lifting involved whatsoever. Up over the top of the crest and then plunging downhill to this very quick right-hander. I'm just going to feel for the car straight away because I'm not going to be able to get any sort of lap on the board as it's only a few moments left in the practice session. But what is important is we figure out our bearings on the car on the track. I'm ready for qualifying as well, so do you like this BMW? It's got a nice little car to drive and it's in fixed setup as well, so you can really just get stuck in with it. So there we go, that was practice, hope you enjoyed that. not much time with that. So we'll proceed straight into qualifying and just see where we end up. Don't know if we can change fuel loads, I should know this by now. Don't know if you can change how much fuel you have in the car. Check. Yes, you can. Right. Okay, let's take that out to 11. 11 litres should be sufficient. Okay, let's go set ourselves a lap time, shall we? See what we can do. Right. Try and carry as much speed as we can through this final corner. Don't know if it's going to be flat. There's a build up to that eventually if we can. So try and pick out our braking point into turn 1 as we come down to the braking zone. 100 board. Might be able to get away with braking just a little bit later. I'm kind of coasting into the corner. Turn some traction control off as well, I think. I haven't got my overlays on, so I don't know what what I just changed that to, but 2 clicks down should be alright. To turn those overlays on after we've done our qualifying laps, so we know where we are. Okay, into probably the trickiest corner for me on this circuit. I always find this one quite hard to fully gauge just how quick you can go through there. But just a bit of a banker lap to get us started off, so I'm not going to go too mad. Chicane. Hey Paul, how are we doing? My favourite car and track combo. Ah. Oh, it is a nice little combo, this one. It works nicely. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a lift just to make sure we get through there. Hey C.R. Pearson, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so first lap done. No idea how good it is. So we're just going to go again, see if we can set a better lap time, and then we'll have to hop out and get our overlays back on so we can actually know what's going on. Yes, of course, we've ruined the lap already. We'll finish this one off. I don't know how long we have in the session either, so we'll just finish this lap off and then we'll go again. Over the top there, brake on the down slope. So tricky through there. You can carry so much speed through there. Better, I think. Felt a bit better anyway, so might not mean anything at all, but I'll have to find out. Okay, last kind of corner as such. Okay, nice late apex on this one. We'll drive for the line. Get ready to jump straight out and there we go. So let's go back here. Where are we? Oh, P4. Wow, okay. Right, let's go into our little settings option here. Display settings. Oh, that one. We want gameplay, do we? Head, that's what we're after. Right, in-game overlays. Essentials on, put the position bar on. Turned off everything last time I was on here, so can't remember what I've turned off now. Okay, that's fine. That should hopefully be better. So how far off are we? We're back to P5 now. We're what are we on? 151.1. This is 150. Okay, so we're only about 3/10 off. So let's see if we can improve that. Still missing actually the bottom right for some reason. Put that back on. All on. It fixes it. Okay, well I haven't got my rev counter and gear position on the right side, but we've still got our timing up anyway. That's the important thing, I suppose. It's a couple of tenths to find, which I think we probably can do. I think the first corner here we can probably improve on. He says going completely too deep into there. Right. 1 minute 50, we're probably not going to be able to get a lap in now. Even if we start from P6 or so, that might be a reasonable start. Such as we haven't driven this particular car for a little while. Much better turn one. It's a shame we might not get to finish this lap. We'll keep pushing on anyway, just in case. It's such a nicely balanced car though, this BMW. It really does go through the corners very well indeed. Minimal inputs on the steering as we weave our way through those sweeping corners. Purple. Even more of a shame if this doesn't happen. Felt that middle sector was a little bit scrappy there, so probably threw away some time, but get another check down here at this next split. Yeah, of course. That wasn't going to happen. Shame. Never mind. Well, we'll start P6 then, shall we? Yeah, definitely there was an improvement on the cards there. We could have gone a bit further up the grid, but that's okay. We know we're quick enough, so we'll see if we can work our way forward in the race. Main question is getting off the line. That's the thing we're desperately trying to do on RaceRoom. So 15 minutes. It's nearly 2 minutes a lap. That should be more than enough fuel, I would have thought. He says, hopefully. Just make sure there's nothing else I can Mini data display, let's try that. Right, so on the grid then. Where are we going to finish in this one? Let us know on the chat. Let me know your predictions of what's going to happen here in terms of how we end up finishing this one. Can we shoot for a podium? Or will we go backwards? Let's find out. Waiting for everyone to join in. Okay, 3-second countdown. Now jump starts are on as well, so we've got to be careful on the start. And we don't jump it, so don't get light crazy, wait for all the lights to come on and then go. Yes, thanks Pearson. Here we go. Not a bad start. Not amazing, but not too bad. Let's see if we can get ourselves over to the inside here. Okay, we're away, and we're all neatly through first corner. So we'll just pick our fight, shall we say. So we'll scope out what the guys are like ahead of us, see what we can do with that. See if we're quicker anywhere, if they're struggling anywhere in particular, and we can make our move as and when the opportunity arises. Joe Blow's going for a podium. Okay, pressure's on. Got to deliver now. This is usually where we can get a bit of a move, and that's an example of someone going for one on the inside there. Let's keep our car positioned on the inside there. We've got to get 3 positions to get that podium then. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, here we go. It's almost done with lap 1. Oh no, you're having some issues, are you, G-Metso? Welcome along, by the way. Sorry you're having some lag issues. Hopefully that's not the same for everybody. Please let me know if that's the case. Okay, here we go. Everything's settling down a little bit now. Oh, is it a bit laggy for you as well? Oh, I do apologise, that's not ideal. Right, let's see if we can catch back up. We've dropped back a little bit here. Back up with them again. Might be because there's a few cars on track, maybe. Here we go. We're getting a little bit ragged in front of us there. Setting the slipstream. Things have settled down considerably. Let's see what's going on. Everyone's reasonably consistent ahead of us. I missed the apex there. I'm sorry you guys are suffering with stuttering. I'll see what I can change after this race and see if we can make it any better. So stick with us, see what we can do. GPU rendering issue, yeah, I think it could be something to do with settings we're running. Hey Whippy Whip, and GSM Dad as well, welcome along. Okay, we've got a bit of a run going on here. That was a mistimed move going on there. Yeah, it could be a bit rate thing possibly. So we're getting a bit rough now. We're all over the curbs. I haven't changed any of the settings, so maybe it's something going on with the internet speeds tonight, possibly. We've got company. We'll have to defend down to turn 1. Well, it's close racing. There's not much action in terms of overtaking, but we're all sticking with each other. Oh, he's got on the grass. That's an opportunity for us. If we don't run on. Oh, it's all stacking up behind us as well. We're going to keep our middle line to the chicane. Ooh, bit of a nudge. Oh, one's lost it behind as well. Tyres possibly running a little bit hot here at the moment. Defending to turn 1 once again. Okay, well, we've fended off that attack. 5 minutes to go. Podium right there in front of you. Yeah, I know. They keep battling. They keep battling. We might have a chance, but they're a little bit far ahead at the moment. Never give up, keep pushing. Oh no, it's got a run on us, it's got the inside. We'll have to let him go here. Hold it on the outside. On the inside. How did we hold that off then? Oh, that was good clean racing. Respect, very good. Uh-oh. Maximising all the track on the way in. And you sent on the inside. Is he still there? Where is he? Can't see him. He's got us this time. There's only so many outside moves you can hold on for. Let's use him to pull us along. I'm not keeping the car tight to that final corner anymore. Well, we did make one step forward, but we've also had one step back, so we're still in 6th. But never know. Something may happen in the last minute and 10 seconds with these guys ahead. that's ahead of us. He got past us. He's pretty quick. He's already on the back of those guys ahead, so did well to hold him off as long as we did, really, to be honest. Held up by the other guys as well. It's just on the final lap, but I don't know whether that's just because the leader's gone onto it. I think that's the case. Yep, no, he's got one more lap, this is it. And all of a sudden, we're right back with them again, so let's see. Let's see what happens here. All tightening up again. Ooh. This guy might be a bit rattled here. To get out of that one. That was always going to end badly. See if we can get a slingshot off here. Is he always going to defend there, or is he? I'll let him get away with that a little bit. He's all over the place, but we've not taken our opportunities, so... Hello? No way. God, dear me. Well, we got P5 after all that. I honestly thought I was going to understeer into him on that final corner and just trying to keep it flat out. Well, not bad. We went forwards. Sort of. Right. Let's have a look. I don't know. Yeah, so it's showing some skip frames on here, so... Did it calm down? Because it looks like last skip frame was... Oh, it says a minute ago, so yeah. Okay, let's finish that one off, and see if we can lower some settings and make it a bit easier for you guys if you're struggling with the watching. That's a good finish, isn't it? That's why you don't give up. You just keep going. Okay, right. Let's see what we can do on here then. Let's turn down some reflections a little bit. What other things have we got on which we can turn off? Trying to see if we can reduce some of the load on the GPU just to help. Let's do that. Okay, let's try that. Right, yeah, so there we go. Good car for racing, that one says Rippy Whip. Yeah, it is. It is a good car. You have some good races with that. It's always fun. Right. What else have we got then? Tartarus F4s, Hockenheim or Portimao. F3. NSU Stowe circuit. That's a Americana servers. What else have we got? 15 FPS most of the time, mainly when there's cars close and every slow bend. Oh, okay. Not normally that problematic, really. Normally it's fine. Don't know what's happening with it tonight. Don't think you can change things like that part way in. Look. Yeah, so I can't change it while we're already in terms of the stream settings and things. Okay. What else we got? So many servers, but there's quite a few without drivers in as well. So, some with people then. Yeah, I mean, I don't normally have issues with RaceRoom too much in terms of its performance. So, I mean, I know my PC's old anyway. It's not a monster by any means. It's a good few years old, so it is long in the tooth regards to hardware. But yeah, normally we don't seem to have too many issues. So, do a quick speed test just to see. Something going on. Anyway, what are we going to pick? What are we going to go with next? See what we can do. Well, I think maybe we try and find one and then just have people join us potentially. I'm not feeling the F4. Well, try it at Hockenheim maybe. There's only 24 seconds left on that one anyway before we join that. Yeah, I don't want to do GT3 just yet. Okay, well, let's find. Let's just jump in one of the NSU ones. So we've got Portimao or Suzuka. Let's just go with the Suzuka one. Let's jump in here and see if anyone joins us. And then, at least then, if it's just one car on track, we can see if the stream is still lagging. If it is, we will look to probably restart it and then go again. So give me a shout in the comments if we are still having bad FPS and lagging content. But yeah, very, very curious. Speed test saying. Checking it on here, it's just speed-wise seems to be okay. Oh, it's not giving me upload speeds. Okay. Right. Well, let's go on track and just see if this is any better. Right. The mighty NSU at Suzuka. I didn't check what layout this is. It might be the full GP, or it might be one of the shorter ones, so let's find out. Up through the ever-tightening S's section here at Suzuka. Okay, are we going straight on? Yes, we are. So we're on the full GP circuit then. It's be a long lap. Gotta make qualifying count then. It's nice and smooth now, is it? It must have been all the cars, I would have thought. Yeah, very strange. Right, so the NSU then, one of our favourite cars in RaceRoom. Great sound and just fun handling in general. Into spoon curve we go. Didn't check to see whether this is a fixed setup session or not, but not an awful lot you can change with the NSU anyway. Oh, this thing sounds so good. Right, 120R then. Didn't fancy taking a flat out first time round. We might be able to do it though. Go for a flying lap of Suzuka in our little NSU. Oh, I love the noise this thing makes. Right, down to turn one, the infamous turn one for me. Not a corner I've got on well with in the past. Very tricky to get right. Try and keep it as smooth as we can through here. Not rub off too much speed. Have to change onto second part way through that. Good thing is we've got 10 minutes worth of practice, so we have at least some opportunities to get some laps. The Degners, hit a curb on the inside. Towards the hairpin we go. Just desperately trying to figure out how much throttle we can put down. A long lap when you have a slow car like this, but the flowing layout of Suzuka is actually pretty fun to drive. Alright, do we take 120R flat this time? It's practice, so let's go find out. Just. Tell you what, you can really throw it through the chicane because it's quite a narrow little car, so there's loads of room through there with this car. Normally it's quite tight, but you can go through there pretty quickly. So we go a 2-minute 37 lap with this car around here. Too bad through turn one that time. curves, slowly dropping and dropping. Totally flat out up the hill. Been a better first section, so let's see if we can improve our time a little bit. The first intermediate split coming up here. Yep, good second up on our fastest lap so far. The good thing about this car on the circuit is you get quite a bit of time to think about what you're going to do next, because distances between corners seem just that little bit longer, so you have to have plenty of time to plan your next move. And again, have a nice peaceful drive down the straight here. Settle ourselves in nicely for a rather quick corner. 6 seconds up now. Ride that curve on the outside. Hi Steve, how you doing? So this should be a nice lap this time round, 2:35.7. Bouncing off the rev limiter on the downshifts. Not very mechanically sympathetic on that downshift a second, just quickly having to grab it mid-corner. Not really a chance to use the clutch properly. I've used it everywhere else, but... Do you own all the cars in RaceRoom? I do, actually, yes. I'm very fortunate to have been looked after, and I have all the cars in RaceRoom, bar a couple of liveries potentially. So I get the opportunity to drive all the different cars available, and yeah, they're all brilliant. To spoon curve. Ah, that one's off track. Well, those who did join the session have now left the session. So let's just go back to the garage a second. And we're the only ones. So, with regards to doing some racing, this isn't looking like it's happening right now. So let's hopefully come back to the NSU a bit later on. Let's find another one where there's some people in it and we can... a bit of a race. I'm actually going to just turn down the graphic settings just a little bit more, just in case we have any issues. Turn that down to there. Yeah, I'll run with that. Let's see if we can find one with some people in it. Interviews again, this time at Stowe Circuits. GT3 at Sachsenring, do we even dare? Alright, well let's do F4 at Hockenheim then. Let's do that. Some cars in there. We're gonna take the Guy Perkins livery. I think this nice fluoro green looking car. And we'll give this one a go. So single seaters aren't really my, I guess, first port of call for race cars. So I normally tend to stick to historics, touring cars and GT cars. Really, I will drive single seaters, but they're not really my favorite thing to drive in the world ever. But that being said, there are some very nice single seaters here in RaceRoom, and they do drive very nicely indeed. So we should give them a chance. So the F4 is particularly one of those cars which does work rather well. So here at Hockenheim then, can we change that up? No, it is fixed. Okay, that's good news for us. It means we can just jump in and not worry about what settings we're having on the car. Okay, here we go then. Do like the Hockenheim GP circuit. But we'll see what happens when we get onto it with a single seater. Hey Marty, welcome. Cheers. Hope you well. Right, braking point for the hairpin at Hockenheim. It's just about the start of the curb on the outside. It may well be an underpowered single-seater. Doesn't stop it from coming around on you if you are too ambitious with your right foot. That's our lesson learned. Careful with the throttle coming out of the hairpin. And the brakes. A bit of getting used to do, I think. Quite loose going into the corner actually, the back end was trying to come around there. I think it's going to be one of those sessions where you just got to build up to it gradually. We'll be quick by the end of it, maybe. That's too far off track at turn 1. Need to slow it down a bit more than that. So I've done some changes to my force feedback on RaceRoom, made some changes to some of the settings, and it's a lot tighter around the centre of the steering wheel. It was a little bit vague in its force feedback around the centre, but now it's much tighter. So it's messing around with the minimum forces on the force feedback sliders. Such a nice flow through that section. When you get it right, I mean, that left-hander can be quite tricky, but everything after that just flows together quite nicely. Into the stadium section we come. A bit of a slower car in front of us, just a little bit. That's probably not the way to start a lap, but never mind. Big slide going through turn 1, we've got to run off it. It's fine. get up the inside and continue our lap. Maybe. This is only practice. Let him go. Let's try and get a feel for the car, really. We don't want to be fighting just yet. Yeah, there's a lot more feel of the tyres on the ground with the feedback settings I've got, because you get a good understanding of just where the tyres sit underneath you. Okay, well that's made that job a bit easier. Right. Now we can get on and see if we can improve our times. The bots are here. Okay, I think getting used to the car a little bit more now, so let's see if we can get a clean lap in. So that wasn't a representative time because we had to back out of that lap a couple of times, so let's see what we can do this time. Right, 3 minutes left of the session, so should be enough time. Figured out just how careful I need to be with that throttle now, so it's picking up quite nicely off the slower corners. I just need to find the limits of the braking. It's over. There's a car off to the left. Been exploring the gravel on the outside there. Bit of a slide going on. But we've kept it on the island and let's see what happens this time around. It's P2. Still 8 pence off though. Pit lane there. We need to pull that braking point back just a little bit through turn 2, I think. It's running on too far. Hopefully the stream's holding up a little bit better now. We've got a few cars on track, so bring this back a little bit on the brakes here. Quite quick through there actually. Only a slight dab of the brakes. Oops. Too deep into the Sachs curve. this is not the overtaking place. I'm going to just duck out of that because we've got 30 seconds left. Wow. Those brakes are super sensitive. So we're sitting third quickest so far. Got a lot of people who haven't set lap times yet, so we'll wait and reserve judgment as to how good that is until we get there. Let's have a look. Yes, it's still skipping frames. Is there anything else that I can close off there? Close off a couple of other programs that maybe are running in the background, see if we can improve how things are on track. But it's frustrating. I don't know why it's having such an issue tonight. So you reckon coming to the stadium section is the worst bit? Yeah, most intensive part of the. Oops. Yeah. Pay attention. Of course, we're in qualifying now. Right, let's take some fuel out then. 5 laps, fine. Right. Let's see what we can do in qualifying. Got the track all to ourselves, no one in the way, so. And to bring our braking point back here for turn 2. Great run off there, but okay. It's our personal best, supposedly. Okay. Too bad so far. Obviously room for improvement at turn 2. Trying to be very minimal with my inputs. Still sliding going into the first of those right-handers on the penultimate corner there. Very reserved through turn 1. Slightly better first sector maybe, it's still not amazing, but sitting P4 for the moment. Leader's up and gone in terms of lap time. So it's just with other cars on, it just gets too much for it all. It's a shame. Okay, let's try not get sideways coming into here this time. Right out wide there. Luckily we got away with that. Too deep. Wow, we're a long way off. Let's just go again, try that once more. That's the sausage curb. Didn't hit us too badly, thankfully. Still not quite getting the first sector right. Let's see if we can improve over the rest of the lap. It's not been a fabulous lap so far, but not been so bad actually this time. Felt like a better end to the lap actually. See if we can improve our time. Yeah, we can. P3. Not going to finish this lap I don't think with time. Typically we are quicker through the first sector, as you would expect when you don't have the time to finish the lap off. If we can start P3, that's not too bad. Oh no, that's way too soon, P4. Seven seconds left. It's going to kick us out before we finish this one off. Just like that. So there we go. Let's go to the garage, let's put some fuel in, and hope that the stream stays stable for you guys enough to be able to see what happens at the start. We will sort this out for next time we come online and do some racing. Okay, give me the car setup screen. Oops, no, don't change brake pressure. How long's the race? It's 15, I'm not sure. Yeah, it must be 15 if it's quick setup, so enough in for long lap, but 13 laps, more than enough. Okay, jumping on track. So before we get into this, by the way, if any of you are looking for some SimLab products, if you are aware of SimLab making good quality cockpits and things, if you are looking to buy something from SimLab, please consider there's a link in our description below if you follow that link through to the website, it'll really help us out as a channel, so we would appreciate that if you wanted to do that. But here we go, on the grid, ready to go. Let's try not to jump the start and try not to mess the start up. Okay, well, we're up and away. Nicely on the inside, going to turn 1. We have a gap behind. Oh, we've got... Do you limit the in-game frame rate? I think so. I think I did set it to a limit, but I'll double check just to make sure. There's no point overcooking it. Ooh, lead had a big moment out of the hairpin. Quite careful on this first lap, actually. Okay, well, we're safely through lap 1. Sparks flying from the leaders as they strike over the curbs. Bit of company behind as well. Leaders going defensive into the hairpin. A decent run off there, actually. On the back side of this car ahead. That white and blue car is actually having a couple of so we might be able to pick something up from there. Need to keep it nice and tidy. Drop back just ever so slightly from the car ahead. A bit more than 6/10, but oh well, we'll take it. Right, let's see if we can close up again here at the hairpin. Ooh. And those came together. Definitely some potential to pick up some spaces here. And throw some away. Definitely dropping the car behind now. Oh, he's that fastest lap as well, look at that. Benefit from having the tow. Once again, good close racing here in the ranked rooms on RaceRoom. Always get some good racing on here. Quite sure where we can mount and move just yet. Much neater through there that time. There's a touch on the back of the car ahead then. I've lost our fastest lap too. Off track. Trying too hard now. Right, slow down. Sometimes when you try too hard and you start to push on a little bit too much, you have to just back things back a little bit and just, you know, go back to knowing what works rather than trying to do too much too quickly. We have managed to catch back up again, so that's a good sign. No. Oh dear. Too much. Brian's got his hopes up now. Down to the hairpin once again. Good battle going on for the lead ahead there. You can see them defending and attacking all the time. Just keeping them so close to us, I think. Definitely losing grip from the tyres now. But the trick with the circuit, you really have to look as far ahead as you possibly can, because you've got to be as smooth as you can through some of these corners, and that means you've got to be well prepared for them. So if you can look far ahead down the road, then it stands you in good stead to drive as smoothly as possible. Sitting a bit of a no man's land at the moment, just cars too far ahead and too far behind to make a difference, so let's see if we can use that and get closer to cars ahead. We seem to pull back in at the hairpin. It's one place where we're strong off the corner. Just trying to be super careful with my inputs, just not doing too much. Nice and gentle with them. Definitely tyres' grip seems to be coming back. We may have overcooked them slightly with our sliding around earlier. We are pulling back up to a podium position possibility here, so we'll keep the pressure on. It's 2 minutes to go. You know from the last race that there's still chances to get them even on the line, so we'll keep pushing on. It's a sausage curb, don't want to hit that. A bit deep the guy ahead into the hairpin that time. Leaders are setting fastest lap after fastest lap at the moment. Off-track clocked up for us. Don't want any more of those if we can avoid it. "26 seconds left in the race, so not going to be much time left to get a move on here, but you never know. bad run off there though. A little bit of a dummy just to let him know I'm here. I'm thinking. The checkered flag as well. We didn't quite get our chance to have another go at that, but close finish in the end, P4. I thought we might, if one more lap, we might have had an opportunity there, but didn't quite come off for us. So started where we, finished where we started anyway. So not too bad in the end, I suppose, considering. Right. Well, I think what we might do, considering the technical issues going on this evening, we might just call it a night there, and I'll look to rectify that for next time around. So yeah, so bit of a mixed bag. Let's have a quick look actually before we go. Let's just check out what that may have done for us as a ranking. So we've got the BMW on there. I haven't had the F4 yet. So yeah, no rating improvement. We lost a bit of rating, but improved on reputation. Let's see if that F4 one is. Go back here. Let's see if we can get back into that one this time. If the F1's come up yet, it's probably still finishing off. Yeah. Curious to see what happened to that one. We'll probably lose a little bit of rating because of the off tracks, possibly. Try that again, see if it's. Yeah, there we go, it's up there now. So, we have actually improved rating. Plus 4 on there, reputation down a little bit. So, okay, well, we have made a gain this evening despite our challenges. Somehow I got 4 instant points in the BMW one. I don't remember that, but oh no, there was some contact a little bit. Well, there we go. So, a couple of ranked races this evening. We would have done more if settings were working correctly. For some reason, they're not. So, but thank you guys for joining us, even if it was not particularly ideal. But we will be back for sure, and we'll look to do a video. There's a video coming this week, which I'm hoping you're going to like. It's something a little bit different, something we haven't done before on the channel. So stay tuned for that, and we will see you all very, very soon indeed. But until then, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye for now.